With its distinctive swimming pools in the upper deck, there's a look inside Everbank Stadium here in Duval County, Florida. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gunn with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Two teams here that came into the NFL together back in 1995, and off we go between the Jags and the Panthers. They juked him, and he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And we've seen the flashes throughout his 4 years in the league, but he's coming off an injury-riddled season where he only played 10 games. Has to eliminate the costly turnovers at 52 in 4 seasons, and he's hoping the new coach Liam Cohen can unlock his untapped potential, and it has to happen right now.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So now here are the Panthers with excellent field position to start off. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
His second year in the league certainly didn't go the way that he thought it would. In fact, a lot of whispers around the team and around the league that maybe he was not going to be the guy. Ended up getting benched, took his time, watched the game, and then came back better than ever. Second year in the same offense with the same head coach should lead to an even bigger jump in year 3.
Following the interception, Young. Got a man, that's Liggett. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7. A former Oklahoma State Cowboy, it's Chuba Hubbard. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Matthew Wright for the Panther field goal. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up second down.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On second down, ETN once more. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run with ETN. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for the Jaguars. First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
On first and 10, it's ETN.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
They go play action with Lawrence. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36. A good pickup there, a 22.
First down. First and 10.
Good work there. You're going to see on play action, they run an out route with the receiver on the outside and let the tight end work the seam in the area beyond him. A great concept, and it leads to a first down.
Here's Lawrence to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. That is caught by a diving Thomas. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
In motion is Washington. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Field goal's all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd and 7. To throw, Young. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe buried at his feet. Make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. On play action, Lawrence. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on third down, good for 28.
That's good for a Jaguars. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Again, it's Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Straight ahead, ETN. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Got a man, that's Hunter. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second and a couple.
A gain of 7 brings up second down at the 15-yard line.
Here's Lawrence. Open man, it's Hunter. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's a gain of 2. One goes James. That's good for another Jacksonville. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Lawrence will throw. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. From the 4, this is second down and 1. On the counter, ETN. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now Lawrence to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is good. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So all field goals so far, 6-3 our score as the kick is away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now Young. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Young will set to throw. On the move past the 40. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw again. Young. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hanson.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hanson here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
The play fake, now Young. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Carolina. 56 yards.
First down, Carolina.
So whatever it is, they got you thinking that you're Superman. I got the kryptonite for my life. That's character. It's not even good actors. What's going to be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. whack, dressing, the girls are, oh, you broke, it ain't yours, and everybody knows. Oh, man, say you stupid. You be like, so,
When you get into the second half of the tie ball game, you start realizing every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
That's a quick slant. He finds Adam Thielen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. Now they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Now ETN to start the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Screenplay, here's ETN. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
That's good for a Jaguars.
Well, they certainly have their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
On second down, ETN once more. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Lawrence. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
Jaguars. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new. It worked there.
A quick throw complete to Washington. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Parker Washington, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
In motion comes the tight end left. Young off the play fake. He'll get this complete to the rookie 1st-round pick. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing, Young. This is caught by McMillan. Now inside the 25. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
Hubbard will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Panthers 16.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll look to ETN to start things out.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Travis Etienne,
68 yards.
and the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Point after try forthcoming. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. The Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young headed back onto the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker.
He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
The Panthers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. They'll send the tight end in motion. Young. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. In motion right here, Hunter. Here's Lawrence to throw. He completes it to Hunter. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That one down the field for Strange. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Jacksonville. And even 40 yards.
For a Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. A handoff running left is ETN. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, but instead a handoff up the middle. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
On 3rd down, here's ETN. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now Young and the Panthers down by 7. A minute 47 on the clock. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Young. Got a man. That's Leggett. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Panther first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. He'll drop that down to Hubbard.
Had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Here comes 2nd down. Now Young. To the left side, he's got McMillan.
Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
Here's 1st and 10. Young to throw. Got a man. That's Leggett.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
A little over 30 seconds to go. Here's 2nd down. Here's Young. That one complete to Leggett. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
Now Young. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. Totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
One last shot for Young. Looking underneath and finding Hubbard.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.